for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of life above and beyond the call of duty. So reads every single Medal of Honor citation given since the award was created in the 1860s. The brave men and women that receive awards like the Silver Star, Bronze Star, Medal of Honor, they do some crazy things. One man in Iraq, he died on a grenade that fell in his Humvee to save his comrades. Another man in Afghanistan charged bravely into gunfire to save his comrade that was being taken prisoner. Now, many of us have played Call of Duty, but these brave men and women, they lived it. They've been there, they've done that. They've done the real deal. The problem is, some people are they're blending the reality from virtual to reality. They're claiming these awards and even service in general as their own, even if they never even served a day, never signed the dotted line. So this is a huge problem. And in 2006, Congress sought to stop it, and they passed the Stolen Valor Act. And that made it illegal to claim false military service, false decorations. But the Supreme Court overturned it, and in the United States v. Alvarez, it said it was unconstitutional. I think this was a horrible decision, and I think the United States Supreme Court should reverse that decision and reinstate the Stolen Valor Act. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the extent of this problem and list the harms it results in. I'm going to present the solution, and I'm going to defend my solution from potential arguments you all might already have in your head. Now about this, there's one thing you have to understand. It's that stolen valor is a rampant defense. According to the Philadelphia Inquirer, in Virginia, 642 people claimed Medal of Honor on their tax forms for to have their income to be free of taxes. That sounds good. That's good for them, right? Here's the problem. There's only 4 people in Virginia living that have ever gotten the Medal of Honor, and only 132 living Medal of Honor recipients in the country. Yet 642 of them in Virginia alone are claiming this on their tax forms? That's ridiculous. It's obscene. Furthermore, according to the Marine Corps Times, when the Library of Congress compiled their oral histories for their Veterans History Project, half of the Medal of Honor recipients they interviewed had never actually even received the award. So not only is it impacting our governments and everything, it's impacting our history and our culture. And that leads me to the 2 big harmful consequences when people falsely claim a decoration that occur. First, the liars gain tangible benefits, real concrete money. They gain benefits on tax forms and other government subsidies that's given to them. For example, when the act was first passed, the FBI started investigating it, and they found $1.4 million in the Northwest region alone had been defrauded of governments. In fact, Alvarez, the man that got the act overturned, he used it to win an election. He claimed Marine Corps service and a Silver Star, 2 Silver Stars at that, to gain credibility and win an election. So it's affecting our money supply and our democratic process, the basis of American life. And the second detriment is what one Medal of Honor referred to as a slap in the face to those who earn the awards legitimately. And the thing is, it makes people who think how uncommon, they don't realize how uncommon these awards actually are. To actually get a Medal of Honor, a Silver Star, you have to do such brave things. It's inconceivable that someone would think that it's okay for them to just lie about it and defraud the rest of the world and the rest of America about it. It's just not fair to the military members that have fought and died for our country. And it's just a diluting effect that harms the military's effort to increase morale and esprit de corps. These people deserve to be rewarded and deserve to be recognized, deserve the respect that they earned. So to fix this, I have a simple one-step plan to stop it. We're going to overturn the United States v. Alvarez and reinstate the Stolen Valor Act. The FBI will be able to resume Operation Stolen Valor, and we'll solve the problem in 2 ways. The first problem will be solved relatively quickly because we'll obviously be prosecuting the violators of the Stolen Valor Act. We'll get these liars and fine them or jail them, whatever needs to be done to make them stop. And the second issue of devaluing earned military decorations will solve a little bit more over the long term. once people realize how uncommon this bravery is and what it takes to get a Medal of Honor or a Silver Star, they'll give them the respect you deserve. Even maybe a civilian will snap to attention when they see that Medal of Honor across a guy's throat. And there's two arguments against my plan. I'm going to admit that. I mean, it did get ruled unconstitutional. They both have to do with the First Amendment and free speech, and I'm going to cover them. First is that the First Amendment protects false speech according to the Supreme Court. However, when we look at Justice Samuel Alito's dissenting opinion, we can look back into history. Fraud has been illegal for a long time. There's over 100 federal statutes on the books that penalize fraud. And similar to hate crimes, we are singling out a specific type of fraud as more heinous and punishing it thusly. Stolen Valor Act, it's not about false speech here. It's about singling out these people that are lying and defrauding everybody for their own attention and self-worth. And it's just horrible considering what people have to go through to actually earn them. And so we're singling them out as particularly heinous. And the second argument they make is that it could lead to the criminalization of controversial opinions. Well, realistically, the Stolen Valor Act doesn't attack opinionated speech from the history, arts, science, anything like that. It's a simple yes or no answer. Were they brave enough to sign the dotted line? Did they earn these awards? Did they protect their comrades? Did they serve honorably? Yes or no? We're not talking about a controversial scientific theory or right or left political opinion or anything like that. We're not talking about Muslim, Christian, Jew. We're talking about, did the man brave the rigors of combat? Did he go above and beyond the call of duty? That's what we're talking about. It's a simple yes or no answer. So to conclude, the Stolen Valor Act attacks a widespread problem in America here today, one with tangible harms to society, our history, our culture. And overturning the United States versus Alvarez would allow the FBI to continue to prosecute those violators and solve the problem. It's not unconstitutional. It stands up to close scrutiny. Now, the thing here about this, it's not really about the liars here. It's not about money that they're defrauding the government. It's not about this damn contest. It's about these brave men and women that are out there risking their lives every day for us as Americans. They've gone through hell, and for many of them, they've done insanely brave things, and they deserve to be recognized. And we, as Americans, as human beings, we have the responsibility to defend their respect. Because the fact is, the sad fact, many of them can't from beyond the grave. Thank you.